Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today is another day of the Zero to Gold Cap Challenge. Now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay, so today we have been farming up Whiptail and we've done around about 3 hours of this. This is something that I wanted to do because mainly I was looking into Worth It and I was like, oh, okay, so everything seems to have dropped in price recently when it comes to like BFA stuff. The only thing that's worth a damn at the moment is Xenanthid, and that's only like 13,000 gold estimation for it. And yeah, that's not good. So I was like, okay, let's just jump over to herbs because I fancy doing a herb farm, and we'll see which ones are actually going for a decent amount. So I went with Whiptail. It says 11,610 gold, and I was like, okay, let's jump over and do the multi-farm for this. So what I did was I actually went and set up a recorder for it, and I went and did the Whiptail and Pyrite farm. Now, if you want to know how this is actually done, you do your standard Whiptail farm. You go along here, all up the Y shape, and instead of cutting straight across to get over to the other way, you fly over the Temple of Uldum and you run around the edge just for a moment until you're back at the other Y and on the other right hand side of the Y, and then you just go back down the river again. And so you get a decent amount of ore on that way, and then you get a strong amount of Whiptail on that way as well. And judging by this, after doing 3 hours of data collection, this is all the stuff we managed to get a hold of. It comes to around about 21,495 gold for the hour. So, and an overall sell rate of 0.2. That is pretty damn good. I'm really happy with this. And the actual value that we actually farmed up in our 3 hour farm for Whiptail and Pyrite is 64,774 gold. That is brilliant. That is something we can most definitely take advantage of by posting all of that on the auction house. Now, for obvious reasons, the gems aren't going to sell all that fast. They're at like 0.08 and really low sell rates. Some of them, like the Jaspers, at 0.14. That's a bit insane. Some of the low tier ones are actually on a decent sell rate, but the high tier Infernal, Dreams, Emeralds, and the Demon's Eye, not going to sell really that fast, but they're not worth an awful lot of gold. They're like worth about 3 gold a piece. The main of our gold is from the Pyrite, Whiptail, and the multitude of volatiles that you get along with this. So from the herbs we get volatile life. That's why we've got like 606 of volatile life. And from the ores you get a variety of earth, which we got 19 of. We have 34 volatile fire, 32 volatile water, and 61 pyrite ore. That's pretty damn awesome. I must say that is pretty damn good when it comes to all over around and all that jazz. So we could go into Cataclysm, we can go, do we want to smelt it? No, because it's not going to be sold for a profit. So we'll sell the Pyrite as it has got a strong sell rate also. Now, Elementium ore, you would want to really sell the ore straight off the bat. You can sell the bars. They take a hell of a lot longer to sell than the ores in my personal experience. But if you want to smelt them, by all means, you're more than welcome to smelt them. It's your stuff. But in my experience, I want to be able to sell the mats as fast as possible, so I will sell them as the ore so people can use. Now, granted, we could always prospect all that, but it would be a waste of money. But going along with that, let's just send all of this stuff over to Giblets, and then we'll go through the rest of the actual bits and bobs. Overall, I fancy doing a farming session with herb and mining because we need a bit of mats on there. Like I stated the other day, I'm going to be doing one farm is going to be a batch load of hours of a specific material farm, and then the other one's going to be a high-end transmog recipe battle pet farms for multitude of hours as well. So we've got a best of both worlds coming in. Now, we could always focus straight on materials at the moment, but at the moment material prices have dropped overall. I don't know about your server, but on my server significantly a lot of things have dropped in price, besides like just the standard stuff. So like herbs, things has dropped dramatically when it comes to different things, especially BFA stuff. That's dropped considerably lower, and it's not really worth farming all that much when you're going through this. So now it's just a case of jumping onto other things that are worth a lot more. So we could jump onto warbear leather, exotic leather. Exotic leather will be a great one to do because that's 13,750 gold estimation, and I know I can sell that pretty damn sharpish. Now you can see the nether dragon scales. We did sell some the other day, but they're at a 0.03 sell rate. That's 30,000 gold per hour, but they're going to take a hell of a long time to sell. For obvious reasons, I haven't actually implemented the roots yet. I have kind of forgotten how you add those, but I will be fitting them in, and then once all of those roots have been placed within the latest skinning stuff, I will be updating Worth It with all of the new skinning stuff as well. We're also going to be adding a bit of mining. We're going to add the Capyrite from Mr. Pandario because I know that we don't have that, so we will be getting onto that as well. Now, with that being said, the next material that we probably will be doubling down on is Fianskaggle, and that is because it's at 17,915 gold at the moment. I believe it's on a high uptick, so it's gone up from a market value of 10 gold to 18 gold. I'm guessing someone's reset the market, and that is the most likely probable cause. And also, if we wanted to do something else, we could always do the Grom's Blood one, because that's gone up from a market value of 58 gold to 47 gold, and the sell rate on that is 0.27. And that's not bad for a classic thing on my realm, because old world stuff at a very strong sell rate hardly has any competition when it comes towards like Xenanthid. So we'll just jump back into Worth It. So Xenanthid has a sell rate of 0.52. So 52% of the time it's going to sell. But for Grom's Blood, it's at 0.27, so 27%, give or take, will sell of that. So has a chance of selling. Now, that being the case, I would rather pick the Grom's Blood because it's a higher gold per hour and it's at a strong sell rate over the Xenanthid at the moment, because that is highly competitive. So I'd rather farm up the old world herbs and make more gold in the long run, as opposed to farming up all those Xenanthid and having to be constantly in competition with other people, where I could just do that as a solo farm. So aside from that, let's just jump over to Giblet for the gold for the day. Okay, so the gold for the day is a healthy 23,865 gold. A little bit more, mainly because I've been doubling down on my inscription as of my downtime. I've been making more glyphs using our roseate pigment flips from the other day. So that's something that I've been doubling down on, just trying to make as many glyphs as possible to make as much gold as possible. The things of note that we actually sold was a glyph of Spectral Raptor. We sold 3 of those for 3,702 gold. We also sold glyph of Fell Touch Soul, 6 of those for 6,827 gold. The glyph of Blazing Saviour, and that is for 2,850 gold, along with a glyph of Goblin Anti-Grav Flare, 8 of them. Who buys 8? I don't know, but I will take it because that's gold in our bags, for 9,119 gold. And we also sold a Chrominius for 28 gold, of course, Chrominius. But aside from that, guys, let's pull in all of this gold. That's 23,000 extra gold, and we're slowly getting up there. So we're currently sat at 750,960 gold. So, for obvious reasons, we're definitely going to have to boost all of this up. And another thing of note, I've been working on my TSM stuff. So this is probably a good way of actually getting ourselves in order. So for gem mats, we're just going to add all of those gems towards their different aspects and just adding them to their group, so we can build up what we're actually going to be posting. So when it comes to Whiptail, we'll sell that in the herbs. For miscellaneous, it will go Volatile Life, and then the mining stuff will sell Pyrite in there. So now we're currently building up our map poster group, or main group with our subgroups of different crafts. And then we got our transmog one plus our Raid Knight crafted. We're doing quite well. So that being the case, I think what I will do now is I will probably update my TSM groups in the Discord so you guys can have a look at it too. Along with that, I will be exporting the farm for my farms for the Whiptail thing because it's giving us a better average because we did it for more hours. Just don't take the loot into consideration when you're using this. If you use this and you say, oh, I'm going to get 1,623. No, that's in a 3-hour stint. So in an hour's farm, you're probably going to get a third of that. But the gold for the hour will be to the hour. So you'll know it gives you a better value of how much you're going to get per hour in gold wise, not with the materials looted for that 3-hour farm. So as I export it, just bear that one in mind. The gold per hour will be correct, but the loot is for the 3 hours. Aside from that, guys, that is pretty much all I have to say for the day. Take it easy, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.